What's up, Vape fam? Run Good Vapes coming at you. This is kind of going to be an e-liquid review, more just a company overview from what I have found from Vape Wild. So, I talked a little bit about it in the Milkman One Hit Wonder Worst E-Liquid Ever video, but I did a big juice trade with somebody I met off a local group here. Lives just about an hour north of here. We met up, traded a crap ton of juice just to get some new experience both ways. And what I got from her, she won like the 12th day of the 12 days of Christmas or whatever from Vape Wild. And I got like 7 of these Vape Wild little, like, I don't know, 5 milliliter bottles, tiny little bottles. Most of them are their holiday flavors. So I was kind of like, anyway, but I wanted to try them out, give us a new look. Everybody's posting about Vape Wild lately. They either love it or they hate it. So I had to get my hands on some of their juices, try it out for myself, see what I had to say, see how I liked it. One disclosure before we get into these juices is I heard they had a nicotine problem. Like their nic was just hitting so harsh, and people brought it up, people complained, and they fixed it. They said they changed it. So from my experience, I'm wondering if some of the bottles I got had the old nic and some had the new nic. I don't know. But I'm going to talk on them real quick. I'm not going to vape on them all. I'm vaping on Vape Wild Mystery December 15 number 2, which I've already figured out I believe is American Pie. That's what I've got in here. And it's not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. You know what? That's almost dry, so I'm going to switch up to the Butterbeer anyway. I'll tell you why here in a second. I hate these bottles too. You guys have played with these freaking little, very firm plastic bottles. They are a bitch. Just got, yeah. I've been sick, I'm still weak. I'm gonna make some excuses, but I don't like these bottles anyway. I know they're 5 milliliter bottles or whatever they are, so it's like, you gotta do something, but I don't like them. So yeah, I'm gonna start with, so there's 7 juices. There's 3 I enjoyed. I could vape on. There's 3 I'm gonna give away to somebody. The next person that comes over, probably. And there's 1 that was, it was alright. So I'm gonna go over the 3 that sucked. How about that? Snickerdoodle. These are all 6 milligram. Snickerdoodle sucked. I don't know. Didn't get much flavor at all. I could tell they tried. I got a harsh throat hit. I don't know if it's got the old nic or what, but flat out sucked. Like, I won't vape it. I'll give it away. I would assume they won't vape it either, but we'll see. Haven't heard many good things about it. I think it sucks. I think it tastes like ass. It's got a throat hit and there's not much flavor. Scale of 0 to 10. It's a 1 because it's juice, but it's horrible. Sugar cookie. I've seen some reviews on this, and some people like it. It tastes like sugar cookie, I'm not gonna lie, but the throat hit was just bam. I felt like I was like chucking on a cigar. I don't mind sugar cookies. I mean, they're not my favorite, but I like them. I'll eat them. I can't vape this shit. It like, bleh, it hurt, man. It was like, oh my god. Man, even on this Butterbeer, which I like, I'm getting throat hit. But yeah, the sugar cookie, the throat hit was just too crazy. You could definitely tell there was flavor, but the throat hit just rocked me. 0 to 10, I'm going to give it a 3. Next one, Gingerbread Man, Vape Wild. This one, I don't know, man. The throat, I couldn't even figure out the flavor because the throat hit was so bad. I like gingerbread cookies, so I don't really know, but I vaped on it, I don't know, 20, 30 pulls, and I just couldn't figure it out. The throat hit was just unbearable. Again, I don't know if it's the old Nick or what, but did not like the Gingerbread Man. So that's the 3 that sucked. The one in the middle, I don't really know about. I've actually vaped it quite a bit because I was trying to figure it out. Is the Mystery December 15 number 2. I believe somebody else said they think it's American Pie. I think it could very easily be American Pie. I'm not getting strong flavor profile at all. But, I mean, I could sense some pie in there. The throat hit wasn't anywhere near as bad as the other 3. 0 to 10, I'm going to give it like a 4 or a 5. Maybe if somebody has some American Pie, I'll hit it up and see if it's the same and if it is American Pie, but it's a mystery. I don't know why they did that. Maybe it was just a part. Like I said, this was a free giveaway pack. I don't know. I'm never going to buy a mystery juice. I'm never going to order a mystery juice. If that's your thing, cool, but I like to know what I'm vaping on, if you know what I mean. Next 3 are going to be 3 I enjoyed. 3, one of them I'd probably order if I didn't have experience with lines I like more, because it was pretty good. But, man, let's talk price. These are so cheap, though. That's the benefit. Like, let's do the drop down here. Their website's pretty easy to navigate. You got a 20 milliliter for $5, 30 milliliter for $7, 60 milliliter for $12, which they send you 2 30s, 120 milliliter for $20, which they send you 4 30s. Now we're getting into that price with like 120 for 20s. There are hundreds of companies selling 120 milliliter bottles for 20, 25 bucks. And I just think there's so many out there that do so much better. Texas Rebel Juice, even Juicy. Knock it, the ones I've got are great. Big one, Carnival by 5-Fold Vapor. Just put my order in. I wanted it to calm down. They got hit pretty hard by that Convict Vape review, so everybody was ordering it because Matty Ice loved it. Finally got my order in for that, so we'll have a review up for that soon. But there's just so many 120s in that price range out there that do an impeccable job of matching flavor profiles that are pretty good. So I'm not quite sure if I'm looking for a 120, I'd be going through Vape Wild. I mean, if you're a budget vapor, you might be able to get, like, you know, your 20s or your 30s super cheap, $5 and $7. But if you're going up to that 120, I would just say there's so many better companies out there than Vape Wild, unfortunately. But let's get into the 3 I enjoyed, because there are pluses out of this. Frappapow. It's like, I'm assuming like a Frappuccino, which was actually excellent if you like Frappuccinos. Sorry, I'm still vaping pretty low wattage. My throat still isn't the best. But that Frappapow was like a Frappuccino legit. Very strong, you know, latte coffee flavor, but with like an iced feeling. It was almost like a iced Frappuccino, you know, excellent. I liked it. I definitely will vape the rest of this bottle for sure. Again, I just don't know if I'd reorder. There's other stuff out there I enjoy a little more. Then these next 2 are separated. They're even better. They're 2 that, I don't know, like, maybe if I'm bored sometime, I might throw an order down on like a 30 milliliter bottle just to play around with it, because their pumpkin spice latte was legit. The coffee wasn't overbearing. The pumpkin was pure. It came through. It was great. There was no throat hit. That's why I'm wondering if some of these are old Nick, some of them are new Nick. The pumpkin spice latte had 0 throat hit, and it was very smooth. I enjoy pumpkin spice lattes. My girlfriend hates them, but I get them from Starbucks from time to time. I enjoy the drink. I enjoyed the vape. I will definitely vape through the Frappapow and the pumpkin spice latte. They both have very good coffee tastes. And the pumpkin spice, just the pumpkin comes through, which is really awesome. The last one, and my favorite, which is what I just dripped, is the Butterbeer. And that's what it tastes like, man. The flavor is right on. 0 throat hit. These are all 6 mil. I'm kind of bouncing back and forth between 3 and 6. So I've done a pretty good job lately of figuring out how bad throat hits are. It's the only reason I'm confident this may be a mixed Nick batch, because these old ones just were ouch. But the other three I talked about first. But the Butterbeer, excellent. I actually really enjoy it. If they had it at my local shop cheap, it's probably something I would pick up from time to time for sure. I enjoy the Butterbeer taste anyway, and they hit it. So that mystery December 15 number 2, I'm gonna give it a 4. There wasn't a lot of flavor coming through. It was actually hard to figure out what it really was. The Frappapow, I'm gonna give a 6.5. It was pretty good. Pumpkin Spice Latte, I'm gonna give it a 7. And this Butterbeer, I'll throw it in an 8. So nothing too exceptional. Definitely, I think there's only 3 I will completely finish 10, or the 5 milliliters or whatever these bottles are, which says quite a bit. For 7 flavors, only going to finish 5 milliliters of 3. That's not a lot of juice. I should be able to finish all of them, but those first 3 were just unvapeable. So Vape Wild, I don't know what's going on down there. I mean, you got something going because everybody's talking about it, good or bad. You're obviously getting some orders. Your website looks legit. It looks like you do a lot of business. You have an 80 VG option, which I like, but I don't know, man, just not a company that tickled my fancy. I've got a lot of good juice in recently. You guys have seen that from some videos. I have a review coming up. I'm just going to spill the beans. Propaganda. I'm only going to spill the beans because we've been talking about it in several forums. So if you're in the same forums I am, or the same Facebook groups, you've heard me mention it already. Propaganda has completely re-imaged themselves. They brought out 2 new juices. They sent me their whole line. Unfreaking believable. I've got some surprising statements to make when I review the Propaganda line this week. I'm super stoked to bring that out. But yeah, Vape Wild, I mean, it's not the worst juice I've ever tried. It's definitely not in the top 25 lines I've tried for sure. But Butterbeer, Pumpkin Spice Latte, Frappapow are 3 I could definitely vape. If those are your thing, it might be worth picking up. They're super cheap. So on other news, thinking about hitting up the St. Louis convention. Pretty stoked about that. It's coming up here in a couple weeks. I'm not quite sure. I've got a lot going on. My mom's having surgery and stuff earlier that week, so we'll have to see what's up. But they're having the big Vapor, St. Louis Vapor Expo with like a couple hundred vendors. I'm thinking about going to hit that up. But more importantly, man, we have some videos coming down the line for you guys. We've got Propaganda, Unique, Coil Oil, who was it? Somebody, I'm gonna look, somebody just hit me up, and they have a brand, they're starting a second line, a brand new line. They're gonna send me out that entire Tsunami Premium Vapor. They're gonna send me out their entire line that they just released. I guess they already have 1 line currently, but they're sending me their second line. But more importantly, they're sending me a new mod they're working on, and we're gonna let you guys know what we think and see if Tsunami is gonna be a power player in the mod market. I'd probably be surprised with Wismac just taking over, but it's definitely a mod we're gonna take a look at and hit up and let you guys know how we feel. So I'm looking forward to that package from Tsunami. I've got about half a dozen other lines talking to me about getting their stuff in right now. Things are popping off. Should be able to give you guys a good recommendation of the juices I love. Here in a few weeks after we get through those, I think I'm going to do a top 10 juices video just to the last few months. We're reviewing so much stuff right now. Get out what I recommend, the best deals. We're also going to do a video on budget juice. I've got a list of about 30 to 40 companies. I've been trying a lot of them. Got a lot of them sitting around. We got Juicy, Texas Rebel, Toke Juice. We're going to have that Carnival coming in. I've got a few others. So we're going to talk about some budget vaping as well. Way to get your shit cheap and get juice that's going to be good, comparable to that premium. I will give you guys a heads up. The Propaganda I'm going to be reviewing soon that is out of this world. Home run line is a little pricey, but I think it's going to be worth it. Guys, as always, I'm having a blast bringing this stuff to you guys. I hope you guys are enjoying watching it. Vape Wild, meh. So if you like what you saw, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the thumbs up. If you didn't, hit the freaking thumbs down button, and then rip me in the comments. I love it. I enjoy nothing more than you guys telling me what I'm doing wrong. But anyway, let me vape you out here. Vape on, guys.